Hello, I am so excited to be here with you all. Hello, welcome, welcome. Taking a moment for me to relax and breathe into my body, and I invite you to do the same. My intention for today is to share a message from the Akashic Records that will help you tune into the energy of 2023 as it pertains to all of us as a collective, as all of us connected as one to one consciousness. And I feel like there's energetic shifts and moves that we will need to navigate, and I trust that more will come through. So, I love to use this as a meditative practice. So, if you need to create some space right now, close the doors, the curtains, the windows. It's nice to sometimes be in a darker space, and if you're in the winter like I am here in the northern hemisphere, might be more accessible. Um, yeah, the darkness helps us tune into the light even more, is what I want to say. So allow that, allow that. And with that, I like to play today with some cards before I open up the Akashic Records. I'll go over what the Akashic Records are, and some of it I can explain logically, and a lot of it you just need to experience. So if you feel a pull and a call to just receive, try it out. Allow yourself the gift of slowing down and listening. Sure, I also skip ahead and look at the transcript and try to get the message. And you can definitely do that. And the invitation is here to slow down and savor, maybe as you're falling asleep, maybe as you're just waking up and to feel your connection to something that's greater than you. This could be a portal for that. And so, with that, um, I will go ahead and shuffle these cards and see what wants to come through, because there was a strong nudge to allow that, and that's what I'm doing right now. So, the card that came through is called Emerald Tablet Activation. It says cosmic ordering, divine alchemy, and conscious manifesting. I love it. It's very green and galactic and um, very heart chakra energy given the green. Really, the message around this card is being called, you are being called to remember the gifts you are carrying from previous lifetimes. Even if you don't always understand how to express them, there is a part of you that knows you hold great power within, and it's a special time for you to use that part to bring into manifestation all that you need for your life to unfold in a way that is in alignment with your best interest. And this is coming from this emerald tablet that has this um it's from a sacred Egyptian Greek text, the Hermetic text from the 2nd century or earlier. One of the most famous statements it has is as above, so below, which is the high heavens are reflected upon the earth. Um, all things come from one, working the miracles of one. There is something about us tapping into us as a collective, and it can be so powerful to do that. I find in my practice as an Akashic Record reader, a human design reader, astrologer, and so many more past life gifts that are being activated rapidly right now for me. It has been um, quite startling and synchronistic how much more similar our experiences are than they are different. And so I ask for you to be open to that, be open to the fact that there could be a message that can deeply, deeply connect with you. Yeah, trust that there is this message that deeply, deeply connects with you and also can apply to so many of us. Allow for that magic to be possible, is what I'd like to say. And with that, just taking a moment to pause and Breathing because I can feel a lot of energy. Ah, breathing, breathing, breathing. And with that, I invite you now to get comfortable and allowing for your energy to come back home if you feel upregulated. And what I mean by that is if you're like, I'm just scrolling and I need to move on to the next thing, or I have to get this done soon, check in deeply within your heart. Can it wait? Can you allow for some time for safety to seep into your nervous system? Can you breathe just a little bit more slowly to allow for yourself to be even more present here and now? That's the invitation. And if that feels like a no in your body, that's okay. Trust that you'll come back to this when the time is right. And if this is feeling like a good time for you to receive, then I'm going to invite you to close your eyes and just taking stock, being aware of what's happening around you with your eyes closed for a moment. So many of us are often tuning into so much more information and energy beyond us. There's family or work or something to worry about that's not within our body that many times we can't even see. And yes, we acknowledge those parts of ourselves. Visualize the room, the space you're in with your eyes closed. If there's a bed, a couch, a table, a lamp, a plant, a window, just see those details in your mind's eye. It is a practice of training your imagination, which is such a portal for your third eye to amplify and expand. So allow for that. Allow for yourself to tune into the energy outside of you, just for a moment here. And if you can, even do this with the space behind you, letting yourself draw in the details of what lies behind you. And if it feels hard to visualize, maybe feel into the colors or the textures. If it's hard, if it's soft, gentle, white, or brown, we all see or sense energy differently. And this is a space for you to allow all parts of you in, all styles of experiencing energy in. Breathing deeply now as you allow for this picture around you to fade away in your mind's eye. Breathe out and blow it away. You now have cleared your third eye's slate. It's dark, it's black, it's empty. Thoughts may want to come in. Just nod your head and say no, not right now. Not when I'm receiving deeply, oh so deeply. And with your next breath now, allowing for your physical body to relax even more in this space. If you're seated, if you're laying down, know that if you are laying down, your body might feel so relaxed that it drifts off to sleep. And that is okay. Trust that you'll still receive the medicine that your soul needs by you tuning into this energy. And if that doesn't feel right for you right now, if that creates nervousness or anxiety, Just allow for that to be present. And maybe sit up instead. Be playful. Come back to this and try it again. Now, breathing in through your nose, exhaling through your mouth. Long exhale. Just allow for your shoulders to drop, your hips, your belly to soften and relax. Sink into the space even more. Allow for this energy to move through you. So often we are holding on to so much, but we are like a lightning rod. We can allow electricity, electromagnetic energy to flow through us. So just allow for your breath to be a reminder of all of this motion and movement that is happening within you. And bring this intention to soften and let go. Just feeling now into imaginary yet oh so felt tree roots. They look like little gentle tendrils, wisps of roots that are now heading downwards into the floor, the space below you. You can hear them moving, just like if you heard an arching tree branch. That sound is present, reminding you of the bar of physicality as it travels down now these tendril like tree roots, strong yet flexible, firm yet tender, traveling down into all the many layers of the earth. And as it reaches the core of the earth, it comes upon a beautiful, magical waterfall. It's so big and it's so vast. You see this turquoise blue water cascading down, and also electric violet water traveling down side by side as these tree roots now tap into both of these sides of the waterfall. It picks up on its energy. These tree roots now shifting from whatever color they were before into this blue, turquoise, or aquamarine, just so tropical. And on the other side, this intensely lit up violet light, now traveling up just like braids of light. These braids interweaving as they come up into your body, through your feet, and shooting up throughout your body, lighting and electrifying you with so much energy. It's energizing, it's healing, it's heart opening and chakra expanding all at once. And feel that. Feel your body's biochemistry shift as you allow for this energy to percolate into every cell and every part of you. Oh, so deeply. Oh, so lovingly. Oh, so magically. You can't help but be filled with wonder at how good you feel, how this has shaken away anything that felt heavy and unwanted. You can make yourself feel this good in just a matter of minutes. So let your body savor and remember this feeling of wonder, this feeling of expansion, this feeling of feeling so good. And know that you can always tune back into this space on demand, on command, using the power of your third eye, your mind's eye. Look at all that you created by keeping your eyes closed for just a few moments. And allow for any tingles and energy to wash over you. And asking for deep protection and guidance. Seeing this protection almost like this layer. Visualizing now yourself covered with a thin but strong white light layer all over your body. It feels like this layer of protection that your guides are bringing to all of us as we receive new energies, new experiences, and new feelings. Maybe not new, but could be unfamiliar in the season. They want you to know that we are guarding you, that we are protecting you, so that you can receive these messages and this energy in a tolerable, accessible way, in a way that all parts of you can understand. And trust that the messages will keep seeping in, giving you ahas and remembrances when the time is right. So, with that, allow for a smile to spread across your face as you deeply receive it all in all parts of you. And with that, I'm feeling called to open up the records and also share that the records are a beautiful space of our soul's history, future possibilities. I think of it as the home of collective consciousness. There's so much written in here. It can feel like a book with all this information. It can feel like the internet with all this data stored in the cloud, the digital cloud. And yet this is stored in the ether, in the Akash. Um, that's what the Akashic Records are. And it's something that I have tried and tried again to put into words. And yet there is something so special about understanding what this energy is by listening to a prayer, a vibrational key to access the records. And know that I'm doing it in some ways for me and to hold space for all of you. Yet being your own experience is my invitation to you. Trust in any words, images, thoughts that come in after I say this prayer, and I will let you know at the end that the records are open. So listen for that and allow for that. So with that, you can keep your eyes closed because that feels like the invitation that is alive from the guides today as I open up the records and tune into what messages, what do we need to hear? Is there information that is helpful and for our highest good to know right now as we step into the energy of 2023? That is my ask. And I invite you to bring any other intentions you have for this journey together. Take a moment now to do so. Of the light we see all around us, trust that you can connect deeply within, trust that you can connect deeply throughout, and trust that you can connect deeply above and below. This is the path to connect. Connect to the space above, the ground below, and all the energy and beings that you channel through at this time. This is the way, this is the space, this is the energy that you feel. Trust and connect and let it all be revealed. Set aside yourself, set aside your doubts, set aside any concern. Let yourself feel the energy of unconditional love. This is the magic, this is the beauty, this is the essence of the records. Trust that you are within them, part of them, one with them now and always and forevermore. Say this prayer and all will be revealed, past, now, and all future possibilities. Say this prayer, say these words, and trust that you are delivered to the doorstep to love. Deep connection of knowing and understanding who you truly are. This is the space. Welcome. The Akashic Records are now open. And with that, take a moment now to tune into the energy. If you're already receiving something in your mind's eye, in your heart, through your ears, allow that. Pause me if you need. And if it feels beautifully open, allow for that too. If parts of you want to think about something, just allow that. So many times the pain we experience is us resisting and saying no. But in fact, when we say a cosmic yes to what's flowing through us, it can just flow so much more easily, like the waterfall that you saw at the center of the earth earlier. I'm taking a moment now to drink some water here and tune into the energy and messages that wish to come through as well. So I'm seeing a visual of like light diffraction. Hopefully I'm remembering my physics right. It's like there's a prism perhaps on the right, my right that is, and I can see this light refracting into the rainbow and all the colors. And as it's doing so, it's really cool. So there's this prism, a light beam, an array of beautiful rainbow colors, and yet it is forming a shape on the other side. I have chills down my arms as I'm saying this. It's like, have you seen a laser etch glass? And it's moving and it's creating something in that way. This rainbow of light, this rainbow spectrum, I mean, is forming the base of what looks like a diamond to me. And I can see like rainbow colors now refracting, dancing really on the surface of this diamond. The diamond has a yellowish texture, no, tinge to it. It's not a white diamond. What is it? Let's see what the visual wants to say to us. Okay, there are words coming through, so we will just allow for that to flow through at this time. So many of you are ready, are allowing for all of this energy that we are sending to you, that we are pouring into you. You're allowing that to help you expand, help you see all these possibilities. It's like we are all these prisms. We get to take all this light that comes through us and refract it into this gloriousness of so many colors. We get to bring so much energy of ours across the full band that is the rainbow colors. And these rainbow colors always, when they show up for me in visuals, often remind me of our chakras, our energy centers. It's so beautiful how a rainbow color, like all the colors of the rainbow, mirror our centers. It's got everything from red, orange, yellow, green, and blue, purple. Like it's the same. It's like Vib Georg. That's what I learned as a kid about rainbows. And the visual is now shifted to me looking at this prism and the rainbow emanating from the other side. And I'm feeling like the guides want to say more on this. So many of you are so ready to shine your light in all these manifestations, in all these possibilities. You are so ready to shine your light, and yet you are holding back in ways. You're holding back because it feels like too much. It feels like, who does this? That's not okay. And yet we're here to say that that is the world, that is society's old way of living that made all these colorful parts of you not okay. You are so much more than the narrow band, the narrow spectrum of energy that you've been emanating till now. You are so much more. You can feel it like bubbling up within you. You can feel like small bursts of it here and there. And we are asking you, we are imploring you to be be bold, be big, be all of you. Shine your light in all of these colors, in the entire spectrum of all the energies that you can be. What is life if not to express all of you in these so many multifaceted ways, multifaceted, just like the diamond that you are meant to shine as? And now I'm seeing the entirety of this massive diamond. For it is when you shine your light and allow for yourself to be seen in this way that people can see the preciousness, your entirety of you, your soul history, everything that you brought here on earth to be. For otherwise, you come across as fractured and incomplete. And that just brings more fractured, incomplete people and experiences to you. You're done with that. You don't want more of that. Just allow for yourself to shine so big and so bright. And know that when you do, not only are you radiating out your soul like this diamond that you are designed to be, but it activates and illuminates everyone else's diamonds that they're meant to shine as. We use this analogy because you trust that and you know that diamonds shine. What else? Sure, when it's in rock and it's in the earth, you can't quite see it shine its light. But as soon as you dust whatever is obscuring its light away, the diamond just shines. It shines so bright, and you expect that of a diamond. Your soul, in the same way, the truest essence and the truest part of you, untouched by society and all of its many thoughts and opinions, is always shining, is always shining. It embraces all parts of you. It wants you to allow it to. It's up to you to decide and allow that to be true. Meaning, how can you bring more of your soul into your body? How can you bring more of how you shine into all parts of your experience? Where are you holding back? Where are you not asking for more, for what you want, for what you want to shine as? Can you allow for yourself to be seen in this magnificent way? Can you allow for yourself to be seen in this preciousness? And trust that you're so safe. It is so hard to cut a diamond. All of you are afraid to be your true diamond selves for fear of returning to that old fractured state. And yet, when you do, when you shine in this way, you are so much stronger because you can see every single facet inside the diamond that is you from a place of so much light, not rejecting parts of yourself, not ignoring parts of yourself, but looking and trusting that this is all of you and you're meant to shine and meant to be seen and meant to be loved and meant to be appreciated. That is the gift. That is what you are meant to receive. And because of these fractured experiences of so long ago that you are carrying in your heart to keep you safe as a human being, you don't allow for your soul to shine in the many ways it wants to. So let this be an invitation to crack the door open. Let yourself shine. Shine a little bit more, a little more brightly, and trust that we are always guarding and protecting you and allowing you to shine in a way that brings you, that mirrors back to you even more brightness, even more light. And that was a beautiful message that flowed. I do have a question for the guides, so I'm going to do that. But if you feel like you want to take a moment now and pause and journal and reflect on some of these questions that came through, and how is it that your soul wants to shine this year? And how can you bring even more of your soul into all parts of your experience, be it work, our home, family, friends, other relationships? I invite you to journal on that. And let me see if a question is coming through that I was feeling earlier. So let's see. I trust that the question will flow. I deeply received this message around shining in this way and trusting our diamond selves. It feels really beautiful in so many ways. And yet you mention also how we can carry our fractured, incomplete versions of ourselves, I heard, from past experiences. And I ask, how can we be with that while stretching or expanding into our diamond cells? Like, how do we navigate that? The pain of the old while leaning into the shininess of the new. And I'm just breathing in to see what the guides want to show or tell. And I'm still smiling about all things diamond. How cool is that? We all have our diamond selves, don't we? So they're showing me a very um dramatic image or scene where I can almost see like there were a glass diamond and a hammer shattering it, and it's shattered into pieces on the floor. And I feel like they're sharing something more on it, and I'm inviting them with a drink of water to share more about what do they mean by that. So many of you are carrying the burden of past experiences where you didn't allow for your soul to completely shine through or deeply connect with that part of yourself. And part of that can be by choice to experience this, to learn from it. But this is where you felt hollow at that time. Think back to whenever difficult experiences have happened or right after. You feel hollow inside. It's the same thing. When you don't allow for all of you to shine through and trust that you are so worthy of shining through, like this diamond, it's like a shell of a diamond that can be so easily broken, ruptured in this way. It's so fragile when you don't allow for all of you to illuminate through. So, this is where we ask you to trust and allow. We know this can be scary when you have been hurt and broken before, and yet it is getting more and more intolerable for you to pretend to be your fractured self when more and more of your diamond self, this whole self of you, has come online. It is intolerable to be in the pain of acting like a partial, limited self. So, this is where we ask you to be brave, to muster up the courage to breathe deeply and allow for these moments of you shining through. Allow and ask us for help. We are here to help you. We will bring you the guidance, the support, the people, the hugs, anything that you need. We'll bring that through for you. But we ask you to let yourself shine through. Let yourself shine through. Let yourself shine through. We implore you, for this is what all of your souls are calling forth, is to be seen, seen as even more of you. For in that way, all of us get to see each other and more of each other. And this is where the gifts arise, the light rises. We can all feel that. We can all allow for that. You're already seeing it and already experiencing it. So please be open, trust. Let it be playful. Let it be easy. Don't force yourself to do it all differently tomorrow. But notice the nudges. We're always speaking to you through your intuition, through these whispers, through these signs everywhere around you. Allow for that to guide you, present you with the next step and the next step. When you feel lost or unsure, know that know that clarity is just around the corner. You're still walking. You haven't turned the corner to see your answer. Enjoy the journey. Enjoy that walk towards the corner that you turn to get to clarity. We ask you to breathe and to trust. We also ask you to lean into a practice of speaking to yourself. Um, what better way to shine than to shine to yourself in the mirror, is what it feels like. Um, every morning and every evening, find one line to tell yourself, I am beautiful, I am poetic, I'm majestic. Find a word that describes the energy of your diamond self and tell that to yourself and tell it often. Leave sticky notes, reminders on your phone screen, um, wherever you look. I feel like I see a note even in a car, something on a board, maybe a symbol of a crown, whatever it looks like for you. Use that, remind yourself of that, feel that, believe that. It starts by seeing you. So let yourself really see deeply within you. Even by seeing what comes up for you by listening to all of this. Be in awe. Be in the wonder of what came through for you and your reflections after. How cool it is that you can observe yourself this way and contemplate and ponder what wishes to come through moving forward. You're so special and so gifted and so loved. Chills down my cheeks. And with that, it's feeling like the energy is complete. So I'm taking a moment to breathe all of that through me as well. And I invite you to, if this is feeling good, to process through writing now. You can. If you had other messages, I trust that you would pause me as needed. And know that integration can also be through your body. You can just go for a walk, you can soak in the tub or be in the shower. My only ask of you is to remember to look at yourself deeply into your eyes and see yourself in the mirror and allow for a word to come through that you can tell yourself each day. It feels like the easy first step to lean into. And if that feels hard, don't push that. Just allow and trust. That's what they asked us to do, is breathe, trust, and ask them for help. Maybe something we need on a t-shirt one day. um, and with that, I'm feeling the call to close the records and send us all on our way, bring us back into the energy of the 3D world. It's so fun, and I hope you really enjoyed this experience. I'm also called to say here that before I close the records, if this is something that you want to savor more, I have more recordings in my guides tab on Instagram that you can always come back to, and also on YouTube as well. In the past, I did something on these lines for previous year, and hopefully we'll have even more of a library there in the future. And if you want something that feels more custom and one-on-one, I do these types of readings, channeling the energy of your soul and messages you need to hear with this type of imagery and so much more that comes through. There is an activation, there is a healing, there's a remembrance. All of this is what comes through in my one-on-one sessions. It is an experience, and if that's a gift that feels really good for you to receive, I have links and options for you as well to explore. And with that, let's close the records. I thank the magic of the space. I thank all the energies and beings that I channeled through at this time. I give gratitude to everything that came through. The records are now closed. The records are now closed. The records are now closed. And so it is with love and gratitude. Om. And with that, I want to say a beautiful, heartfelt thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for receiving. Thank you for being open. And thank you for your shared energy. May you shine in all the many ways that your soul wishes to this year. That is the call that wished to come through. I'm sending you all so much love. Thank you. Thank you.